Namaskar, welcome to my channel. I'm Maina Bhatnagar. Today I'm going to talk about the most elusive person of our life, the most elusive lady who everybody chases, and that's the Lady Luck. So the question is that what is more powerful? Is destiny more powerful or is hard work more powerful? Does the destiny favor the hard work? Or regardless of the hard work, if destiny doesn't help, will we reach where we want to reach? Why is that 3 to 4% people in the world have all the wealth that the rest of 94 to 95% people have it among them divided unevenly? Why some people have all the success, happiness in life? Why some people live for so long? Why some people live, have success, enjoy everything, and live even after they are gone from this world? What is that differentiates from the normal luck to the astounding fate? Fate which we all envy. What is that separates that? I feel that's destiny. As a student of astrology, I believe that destiny is very powerful. The astrology defines destiny from the 9th house. The 9th house of the natal chart speaks of bhagya or destiny and the divine, both. The astrology is based a lot on dharma, the prayers, the divine influence in our lives. So what is there that makes a chart from average to powerful and super powerful? The closer the interaction of the 9th house, that is the destiny, the lagna, that is the native himself, the 10th house, that is a house of work or performance or the worldly recognition, the 11th house, the house of gain, stronger the luck. We all know these combinations when we make predictions. It's like a grading of the chart. But here I'm talking about the super chart. How does that work? What does that indicate, or how is that indicated in our chart? That's something called Mahabhagya, or you can call it a super destiny, or that's luck which everybody wants. And very, very few people have it in their charts. That's called Mahabhagya. The Mahabhagya has different combinations than the regular combinations. So much so that even for men and women, the combinations are different. For women, the conditions are that the birth should be from the sunset to the sunrise. Or you can say a nighttime birth. The rising ascendant should be of an even sign. The sun should be an even sign and moon should be an even sign. The ascendant is the coherent himself. Sun is the Atma and moon is the Man. So, and for men, the combinations are different. It should be the rising sign should be uneven, sun, moon should be uneven signed, and the birth should be from sunrise to the sunset. For women, from the sunset to the sunrise. For men, from sunrise to the sunset. And of course, the uneven signs. So I have taken 5 natal charts that prove the yoga of Mahayog and also prove that what Mahayog does to the native. The first chart is of Sri Lata Mangeshkar ji. She doesn't need an introduction. Blessed by Ma Saraswati herself. She was born in the night at 10:30. Her rising ascendant is Taurus, which is an even sign. The moon is in the third house, in the Cancer sign, and the sun is in Virgo sign in the fifth house along with Mercury. So all three conditions are fulfilled, and apart from that, the moon is in the third house. An unafflicted moon is very powerful in a chart. It's like purity. And see, it's sitting in her third house, the house of communication, the voice. And she sang pure. Her voice was pure. The sun is with the second house lord, which is again a second house, is also Arvani. And Adhan, that's money. And in the fifth house, which is again Trikona, blessed by Jupiter. So the second, 11th and 5th combination is also a very powerful yoga. Because sun is in the sign of Virgo, and Virgo is a sign of perfectionist. So her voice was perfect. So pure and perfect voice blessed by Jupiter and the Mahayoga. The second chart is of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. She again doesn't need any introduction. Her rising sign is Cancer, and the sign Lord Moon is in Capricorn in the 10th house. The sun is in the 5th house. Apart from this Mahayoga conditions, there are other conditions also in the natal chart, the Mars and the Jupiter. So there is a combination of the 2nd house, 5th house, 9th house, 10th house and 11th house. These combinations indicate a very powerful ruler, a great politician. We all know that she was a great politician, Prime Minister of India, and the second Prime Minister, female Prime Minister in the world. The third chart is of a male chart. So as I said, that the conditions are of uneven signs. The first chart is of Sri Ratan Tata ji, decorated with Padma Bhushan. He is truly India's jewel. He is a philanthropist, a great business leader, an inspiration to millions, India and abroad. What else can be said about him? Less. I don't have words for him. His rising sign is Sagittarius, an uneven sign. His moon is in the 11th house in Libra. The sun is in the ascendant itself in an uneven sign. He is born at 6:30 in the morning. So these are the conditions of Mahayoga. Apart from that, what makes this chart strong is the 9th lord, which is the Bhagya lord, is in the ascendant, that is sun. The gain house lord Venus is in the sun, and the 10th house lord Mercury is in the ascendant. So 9, 10, 11 and ascendant. This itself makes a chart very powerful, and top of it, the cream of it, is the Mahayoga. That proves where can a person go, regardless where he is born. The second chart is of Mr. Gautam Adani. He is not only richest in India, he is the richest businessman in the Asia. He is born at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And as I said, that the 12 o'clock midnight or midday is Abhijit Yoga. And it's undefeated. So this itself is a great yoga. His rising ascendant is Leo. The sun is in 11th house of Libra and moon is in the 7th house in Aquarius, all odd signs, along with Jupiter. And Jupiter aspects the sun, which is again the Lagna lord in the lab and increases it. The third chart is of Mr. Donald Trump. His rising sign is again a Leo, and The sun is in the 11th house in Gemini. Moon is in the Sagittarius, again in an odd sign. This is the Mahayoga conditions. He is born at 10:54 in the morning, in the daytime. Apart from this, the Bhagya Lord, which is the destiny lord and is also the fourth lord, which is the lord of property, sits in the Lagna. So as we all know, that wealth in form of land and money and power, he's blessed with all three, and of course he has a long life. In astrology, life beyond 75 onwards is called Purnayu, because there is a Balarist which is up to 12, and then there is a Madhyamayu, there is Alpayu which is around 30, there is Madhyayu which is believed to be up to 64 average, and beyond, if a person lives beyond 75, 76 is supposed to be called as Purnayu. So he has a long life, as a Purnayu. So the Mahayog in the natal chart blesses the native with success, name, fame, wealth on an international level. It doesn't matter. The person could be born in a palace or he is born in a shack. If that yoga is there, that's a yoga's promise. But as I have described you other conditions of the chart apart from Mahayog, I want to say that when a chart has a Mahayog, it also has the other yogas, which is that the ascendant is very, very powerful. Generally, the ascendant is in the ascendant or it is in Labhasthan, which is 11th. The 9, 10 and 1, which is ascendant, 9, 10, 11 and 1 will always combine in a positive houses, either in the trine or in the quadrant. And to top it up, there will be a Mahayoga. So this is how one can separate a chart from an ordinary success to a success which is much higher, or to the success which is on the world level. And this is what destiny is and where it can take us. Thank you very much for watching. Please like my channel and subscribe my channel. Namaskar.